You're watching SKST Radio.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio. You tuned in to the Grayson show, and I have a friend. He goes by the name of G, and he's right over there. Hey, G, welcome to the show!
Oh, what's up, Queen? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Well,
How
do
you
I get the
doing?
do I get the stuff that you get on your show? I mean,
Yeah, I'm basic. I'm the basic one. You know what I'm saying? TJ, that's the one that do the. How
okay.
you doing? I
Yeah,
just
oh
do
yeah,
the
yeah,
basic.
TJ.
Yeah,
Little, yeah, how you doing?
yeah,
I
that's
like that
him.
yesterday. That was pretty cool. And I got
Yeah,
my There you go. There you go.
yeah.
So
Tila.
I'm learning. I'm learning, right? Okay, so
Yeah,
guys,
yeah,
this is G. He is one of the hosts that's on our brother station, Digital 262, and he is a part of the Elite program, the Elite Talk Show, the Elite
yeah,
Men, the Distinguishing Elite Show. There you
yeah,
go. So if
yeah,
y'all want to
yeah.
see a male show making it happen, doing positive things in the community, this guy's show is the show you guys need to be on. So,
So
gee,
tune
people
in.
need to know you and you need to know them. So tell us who you are.
Well, comment dude. My name is G. From Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Um, I got a career in law enforcement. Have a one son. Work every day, work hard, along with my brothers. We get it in on a daily basis. Uh, I am a licensed minister from one of the greatest churches in Milwaukee. Um, I think the dog didn't like what I said,
That
but it's
he
all
did
right.
not like that at all. That's the evil dog. We didn't throw him out the window. Sorry about that. I'm at home.
It's all good. It's all good. No, but one of the greatest churches out Greater New Birth. We in one church, but in three locations: Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Racine, Wisconsin, and Phoenix, Arizona. So if you're
Wow.
out there, if you in here, check us out. And that's why I actually got my licenseship up under Bishop R.J. Burt and Pastor Patricia Burt. And been doing it for. I graduated actually 2020, COVID year. That's when I actually graduated from MIT Minister in Training. But after that, it's just been slow motion and for me working, taking care of myself, providing to be the best father I could possibly be.
Wow. That is so interesting. I mean, okay, so I do feel the spiritual part aspect, especially when you
Hmm.
do your shorts and you're reading from the Bible and stuff like that. But it's
Hmm.
always been a humble um, aura around you from when I first started watching you guys, right? And
Okay.
so this makes sense. This fits. It makes sense. It makes you understand, you know, why you're so humble because
Yeah.
you've been through the whole thing. You've been through the training. You've been through your, you know, being ordained, and this is kind of cool. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, it teaches you a lot, it is more not just, reading the Bible. It gives you a lifestyle. It shows you a lifestyle. Um, and it just shows you, the good and the bad that could possibly happen and the way of life can be and how it be. So it's pretty much how you put it, what you put into it and what you get out of it.
Right. So, what made you become do you call yourself a pastor, minister? What do you
No,
call
just a minister, minister.
minister?
I
Okay.
I really don't even say minister. G, I don't say even say minister, but official title is minister.
Okay. So, what
Um,
made you become this minister official title, minister person?
I actually been running from it for a long time. I actually love reaching out to the youth. I'm especially where I work at, or where we work at. I work predominantly on the youth floor, and my ministry is to reach out to them to kind of give them something because I understand where they at. I understand where they been at, where they're trying to go. So my job as a man, even if it's a boy or girl, is to try to get them back on that right path. So my ministry is to reach out to the youth and love on the youth the best I can because this world is so corrupted that the streets done picked them up and grabbed them
Yeah.
and can't give them back. So If I can reach one, then I'm good. Then they can reach one. Then they can reach one, and it can, the legacy can live on.
That is awesome. So let me ask you this. So you work really, really hard and you a
Hmm.
father
Hmm.
and then you have this. So you have these three things that you're juggling. How is that possible? Or is that does that take up your whole life? Or do you have any G time or how does that work out for you?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, it do take up a lot of time, but it just the grace of God has given me the strength to keep pushing on and keep moving, day by day, and giving me the courage to actually just push. It's hard and it is a little bit draining. But actually having a son that, he understands everything I do. So, and when he, by him understanding, he pretty much gets it. He'd be like, okay, Dad, I get it. You working, you doing this, you doing that, you trying to, make a future for me.
Hmm.
And by him seeing me work, it allowed him to want to do the same exact thing and want him to work also and want him to, put 10 toes down to the ground and push with me.
Right, right. So how old is your son?
He's 13. He's 13.
13. So yeah, he's at the age where he's starting to have responsibility and starting to learn and understand what responsibility is. So that's pretty
Hmm.
cool. So how
Hmm.
is it being a single father? How is that?
It's hard. It's hard, and I shout out to. I mean, just not being a single father, all the single mothers. You know what I'm saying? Single parents, single mother parents, or whatever how you want to call it, and a single
Hmm.
father. It's hard because living in and I was never a product of living in a split home.
Hmm.
So I can't speak on living in a split home. But the only thing I could possibly do is give the best raising for my son,
Hmm.
just trying to show him the way, trying to, work, trying to again provide and do the best I can to show him that, I'm there because there's a lot of kids out here that don't have that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's a lot of kids that don't have that big brother, have that little brother or whatever. So me, doing it's hard, just trying to show him that and getting them to understand, which he's understanding. He understands what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, when it's like, okay, my dad is getting on me, it's not I'm getting on you because, I want to be mad at you or be rude at you. I'm getting on you because I want to show you, a different path of life and, how to go to be successful in life.
It's funny because when my son, when he was probably about 13, he's 27 now. When he was
Mm-hmm.
about 13, he would always say, "Mom, do we have that kind of money?" Where
Mm-hmm.
my daughter, she was spoiled to death, and she's like 10 years older than him, but she was so used to getting every single thing she wanted. And when
Mm-hmm.
my son came along, I was struggling. I was no longer married. I was, a single parent doing it with two kids,
Mm-hmm.
and he would be so humble and say, he would ask that question, Mom, he loved PlayStation. Boy, loved the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
But he would
My
always
son
say,
does too.
can we afford that? Do we
Yeah.
have that kind of money? If the lights didn't work or if the cable went out, he'd be like,
Right.
Mom, did you pay the bill? So he knew, it was embarrassing that my son would have to say that to me, but he
Mm-hmm.
knew what was going on. He knew that that responsibility was on me and that I needed to take care of those things. And he
Mm-hmm.
never griped about anything. I hate the way the life cycle changed,
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to give him everything that she got.
Mm-hmm.
She was spoiled to death. Everybody was alive and kicking. When my son came along, my mom had passed, the family was
Mm-hmm.
not that blue like it should be. And so he didn't get the opportunity to see all the stuff that he could have. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Right.
so,
Yeah.
but being 13, that's the time that they can get it. That's the time where they
Right.
understand, this is the turn. So great
Right.
job.
I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. It's hard. It's hard, but I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, um, what type of what type of advice could you give a father, a single father, that's in the situation you're in, working full time, have a ministry,
Mhm.
and a podcast. You know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
got all this that you're juggling, and you seem that I don't see it because I'm not there,
Mhm.
but you seem like you're holding it well. You seem like you're to a point where you're going at a steady pace, and you're being
Mhm.
positive, and you're able to give nuggets to other people, opposed
Mhm.
to you grabbing, I need help, da 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 da, and not saying that you don't, but you're not showing that you do.
Mhm.
So what
Mhm.
type of advice can you give a single father doing what you're doing
Um,
right
be humble and make sure when you be humble, put God first. Um, God, before anything, He knows what's going on in your life. He knows what you're trying to do. So allow Him to order your steps. And when He order your steps, you just lead. You just follow the steps that He's giving you, and including that, and embrace, bring in your family,
now?
include your family in what you're doing. Um, like I said, with my son, he don't be on the podcast with me, he don't be at work with me, but at the same time, I make sure that, like, I mention him all the time, and he hears it. Like when we do the recording and we sit back and watch, I kind of mention him as much as I possibly can to let him know, like, just because I'm doing this, son, I'm always thinking of you. I'm putting you into my life. I'm bringing you into my world of what I'm doing, and I'm staying strong. Yeah, is it tough? Is it hard? And do I get tired? Yeah, and he understand. And it says in the Bible, and I said it when one of my shorts, with all that I get an understanding. I believe that was just like my last one, and that's what it is. He understands me. So once
Mhm.
I give him something, he understands what's going on, because he sees, like, hey, my dad is pushing, and he's pushing, for a reason. He's just not working hard and busting his butt just to, make himself look good. He's doing it just to make sure I got a roof over my head and clothes on my back and food on my table. Um, so it's just communicating, getting the understanding, and allowing who's in your life to really be in your life, just not sit there, but actually be involved in your life and do things. And at times, take time and spend with them. Like me and my son, we go get our, haircut. We go out to breakfast. We kick it like we best friends. You know what I
Yes, good.
mean? We'll go to the store, get some stuff. He get his live. He love home run in pieces. That's what he love. He loved them. Like I could be like, son, what you eating? That sometimes it'd be a dumb question to me ask. Like, what you eating? I know he gonna say home run in, either home run in a pizza or McDonald's. I know that. So, so literally, it's just like I know we finna go right to Woodman's or Pig Save or whoever, get the home run in pizza. And my days off, we sit back, we either watch TV or play 2K. He be in
Mhm.
one room, I be in the other room. We be on teams yelling at each other. Like, hey, pass me the ball. No, you pass me the ball. I'm in the corner. We just back and forth. But just spending that time, and giving him, what I'm saying, everything that I got, the very last I got, I give my all that energy to him. And when I get ready to leave for work, and I kiss him, and understand, this is something that people don't know. When you kiss on the forehead, that means reinsurance, it means security. That means that you that's a intimacy with that person. So I kiss
Mhm.
my son on the forehead just to let him know, like, this is for you. Understand that I'm working and I'm striving just for you. So this is what I'm telling all the fathers, single fathers: just do your best and don't show the struggle. Because when you show the struggle, you put them through that struggle.
Right, right, right.
But let them understand that, though. Let them
Yeah,
understand that if
yeah,
you don't let them understand, then they don't know. But you have to let them understand, but don't show them the struggle.
right. Exactly. Yeah, you show them that you are strong, and even if you have a moment of weakness, you can take that back. And I
Most
think that's
definitely.
one of the things that our African American men, and correct me if I'm wrong because I'm a female, but I
Hmm.
think that's one of the things that African American male used to hold on to back in the
Hmm.
day. And that's why we got a lot of people going through the mental health issues right now, because
Hmm.
men was so strong, they couldn't cry, they couldn't
Right.
show that they're weak, and that's not the case. You
Right.
are human just like everybody else, and you hurt,
Hmm.
and you're not perfect, things go wrong. You're not above being fired from your job.
Hmm.
Stuff like that happens, so you also got to make sure that they understand this is life. It's the thing
Yep.
called life. Nothing's
Yep.
guaranteed, and you have to
Yep.
work. You have to work
Hmm.
for what you want. You got to not give up. You got to keep striving for what you want. And that's the thing that I did with my children. I made sure my kids was able to express themselves. Maybe a little too
Hmm.
much because they in their
Hmm.
own world, la la land now. But my
Yeah.
kids are very talented. You know, my daughter models and she's a single parent now with two kids and she's in New Orleans. You know, she liked
Hmm.
that life. When I was in New Orleans, she moved there, she stayed. She loved that life. My son was in New York for school, being an engineer. He didn't like it. So he went back to Texas and now he's teaching dance. You know,
Mm.
that's what he liked. And so my kids
Hmm.
are artsy. You know, I am too. I have all these different fires, you know, on
Hmm.
what do you call it? My kettle is full, put it that way.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, but it's things that I like doing, things I like implementing, things I like sharing, things I like, it's me. That whole
Right.
pot, that whole kettle pot I call it, is mine.
Hmm.
You know, it's not for
Right.
you. It's for me. It's mine. It's the things that I
Exactly.
like and things that I've accomplished in my life. So kudos to you and all that
Thank
you're
you.
doing for your son. Man, I'm very
Thank you.
proud of you. And then let's go back to Elite Talk. So
Uh,
what do you bring to the table for Elite Talk?
uh, I'm the urban guy. I'm the, the one that, the 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 one that came out the hood, but changed his life sometime in life.
Hmm.
Um, and came this, to save. I'm still working on the full save part. I ain't fully there, but to save, church man that take care of his family. So pretty much like in how that came about. Pilo and TJ, they actually was in the same off group, so they talked about this, you know, all the time. And I
Hmm.
didn't know that Pilo actually had a studio at all. I didn't know anything of it. But they built their chemistry way before I even joined into their chemistry. But me and
Hmm.
TJ actually started working together at the same exact time. And then Pilo came in a little bit after us, but they worked more together. They worked mostly together. Um, and then just, kind of found out that TJ actually did the very first podcast. He did the very first one. Um, and I liked it. And I was like, man, that's kind of dope. And, I got something to say. I got some words to say. And
Hmm.
um, like, I could bring my vulnerability to this, and that's what we pretty much base the podcast off of, being men being vulnerable and getting to talk and speak, because a lot of men don't have a platform to talk,
Hmm.
and when they do, they get called weak. So we say, hey, we want to show men that we're not weak. We still have a voice out here.
I love it.
Um, so once TJ did the first one, I said, man, let me jump on, let me be on the remix, and they was like, cool, and we
The
did.
remix.
Yeah, and once we did the very first one, so I give honor to the OGs, the first two OGs of it, saying TJ and Pilo for kicking it off, and I came and joined in. It's like, hey, I could take my experience, stuff I went through,
Hmm.
um, a lot of things that I had on go in my life. I could bring it to what we talked about, and it could make it more authentic, because people do fake stuff out here. So everything
Yeah,
that we do is authentic, and
yeah.
it comes from the heart to reach a heart.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So tell people how they can look at Elite Talk.
Well, we on every platform. You can look first. You can search. You can say, "Hey Alexa," or Google, or whoever. You can say, I want to listen to Elite Talk with TJ, with G and TJ." Yeah, that's what it is. Elite Talk with G and TJ. Or you can go on YouTube under Digital 262. Boom, we're gonna pop up there. Or digital262.com. We on
Hmm.
there. So we pretty much on every platform, and we are on SKST. I ain't gonna forget about you.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Man, I'm telling you. Okay, so I got to talk about your sweatshirt. We're talking about barbecue here. Who are you promoting today?
So this is my god dad. Shout out to Pop's Barbecue. It's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Um, People that know in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I actually used to work there 5 years ago, so I am a grill master.
Okay.
But one of the best barbecues in the world. He do Memphis style. So if y'all in Milwaukee, 76 in Good Hope, he's actually opening up March 1st or the first week of March. Go check him out. Best barbecue in the state. I'm talking about A1. I know he's gonna end up seeing this later on. But shout out to Pop's Barbecue. Um,
Absolutely, absolutely. I gotta go. I love barbecue. So when I come that way, that's one of the main places I want to go. Give me some barbecue.
oh, I got you. I got you. I'll make sure
Because
I
I'm from
get you.
Texas, I'm trying to see if anybody else's barbecue better than ours in Texas so far.
Oh, hands
I
down.
haven't figured
Oh,
it out.
I got. Come on now, hands down. You kept coming to the right place.
Okay, so I got to figure
Coming
it
to the
out
right
and make
place.
it happen. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, G, I'm not going to hold you. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience?
Listen, only thing I can say, y'all be blessed. Take everything, take day by day. Stay humble. Stay blessed. Stay on top. Do what you got to do. Push forward. Live, love, life, and keep going.
All right. And tune in to Elite Talk. I love it. Okay, guys, SKST Radio, another one wrapped up. I had all of my three elite gentlemen hang out with me this week. It's been fun. You guys support these people. These are our brother school, our school, brother studio. I don't know why I said school. Our brother studio, and so we're gonna make it happen. We're growing big and better, and we're just there for you guys. We're here to make the world better. If you need a
Most
place to
definitely.
record, you got Digital 262. You need some graphics done, Digital 262. You want to do your own podcast, Digital 262 has it all for you right
Most
there.
definitely. We got
So
it.
we got you covered on all ends. And until next week, right here, SKST Radio, the Cami Grayson Show. All right, G, say bye.
Blessings. Blessings.
All right.